This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago.
This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago. This is the True Chicago Sports Fan Podcast, teamed up with the TTNL guys, and it is a hot game today against the Eagles. And next to me, I have Ivan from the Tape Never Lies, and we got JC Dynasty Fantasy Football in the house. We are at Casa Humilde in Forest Park. Come over and get your beer, get your I don't know what the specials are today, but I'm not having a pozole. It's gonna put me to sleep again.
Do not.
No, it was delicious, but I'm not having that. But we are gonna have some smash burgers.
Oh yeah,
a couple
That's
of them
always.
for sure, definitely for sure. But it is Chicago versus the Eagles. They are in Philadelphia, and it is going to be a tough game for us because now we have a matchup that everyone's wondering about. Can they sustain it? Can they hold up their own? They've gotten lucky playing backups. They got lucky with all the, you know what, at the end of the day, we play who's in front of us, and if we beat who's in front of us, that shows our record of 8-3. And right now, it's time to put up or shut up.
Yeah, this is the one, right? This is the game we've been asking for, waiting for, to see if this is real or not. And to be honest with you, I think the Bears have a good shot. I think they really have a shot. This isn't the dominant Eagles team that we've seen before. The defense still has weapons, but offense has been really just taking a step back and struggling a bit. Now, it's not to say that their running game can't get going against ours, who, you know, our defense, who've been giving up a lot on the ground, but I think this is an opportunity where you have a team coming off of a ugly loss to a division rival. You got them in the right spot, right? They're ailing. There's some question marks going around. I think this is the right time for the Chicago Bears to strike. Now let's see if they can put a complete game together.
JC.
Yeah, I mean, right now my key to the game is keeping Saquan where he's been for the past couple games. His average 2.4, 10.7, 2.7, 3.2, and 2.2. So if we keep him under 3 yards a carry, that is success to me. You know, Jalen Hurts has, in my opinion, you know, he gets a lot of clout. He's won Super Bowls, but this year his passing has not been very good. You know, AJ Brown and Devonta Smith have not been very happy with him. So like I said, if we can stop Saquon and make it a one-sided game where he has to pass the ball, I think that's success.
Awesome. Let's bring in Big Steve from the Man Cave. Big Steve, you are missing out on a smash burger today, brother.
I tell you, I don't need no smash burger. I ate so much yesterday. We just, you know, we trying to take all that weight I lost, put it right back on with a fucking smash burger. I would have had one though. I would have had one. I would have had some pozole. I would have had some wings. I would have did the most today, so probably a good thing. But I got plenty of leftovers and smoked turkey here to enjoy right here in the Man Cave as to watch these Bears today.
Well, Big Steve, I haven't had the pleasure of meeting you yet, but I thought you were going to be here today, so I brought a bottle of Blanton's thinking you were going to be here.
Yeah,
we just stop playing with me.
No, it's here. No,
my God.
I saw the
next time, next location. I think it's the last stop here, isn't it?
Next week,
Next week we're in Lincoln Park,
game. Packers game in Lincoln Park. Yep.
Okay. All right, bet I'll be there. But yeah, nice to meet you, man. And appreciate you bringing some Blanton. Hopefully next time I'm there, or the next time we're both there, we can enjoy that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Exciting day today. I've heard a lot of people going to a lot of viewing parties, and you know, Black Friday, most people are off today, and it's man, what a time, what a great time. Thanksgiving and now the Bears.
You can't beat that. Having a Bears game after Thanksgiving, tons of leftovers, tons of food. tons of parties to go to. Everyone's off, so it is going to be a great time to watch this game. Steve, what are you seeing from the Philadelphia Eagles after that loss against the Cowboys?
Well, you know, the reports coming out of there is a lot of dysfunction between Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown, and I wouldn't read too much into that. A team that has that level of success, and that many stars, usually start to have some kind of level of dysfunction. It happens, So I wouldn't like sit here and bank on us capitalizing on that. At the bottom line is that we need to come out and play a really flawless game. Keep the turnovers down like we seem to have always, staying on schedule. No legal procedures, legal formations, and run the football. And I think those have been the keys to this offense getting going. We're looking to see Caleb hit some targets, man. But we also got to keep them clean. That's one thing, when Caleb is on time, is when he has a good, clean pocket. When he has at least 3 seconds in there, he seems more likely to hit more high percentage passes, and being on time. So, obviously all the battles are going to be won up front, particularly on that offensive line and D line. On our side, we could talk about that a little bit, but offensively, that's going to be the key to success. This Eagles team, they're defending champions, regardless of what they're going through. They're going to be prepared. They understand that they got a lot of adversity, and sometimes you rally around each other. So, what we need to do, I'm sure the Bears are focused on it. They're not focused on like, hey, they're going to have a meltdown. They're focused on executing and getting the job done. And playing a really good brand of football, which they have been, and that's what it's going to take to beat the Eagles today.
No, I agree with Steve. I was just going to ask, with there being that loss of Lane Johnson, how do you see this Bears defense getting to? Are they should they attack it? Do you see them getting any pressure? I mean, we've been asking for pressure a lot all season long. Now you lose. Now you lose your all-pro lineman. It's like, how do you think the Bears fare when they're getting to the quarterback and Jalen Hurts today?
Well, regardless of Lane Johnson not being there, they still have a really high-quality offensive line. So the one person is doesn't make the line, right? Obviously you want Lane Johnson there, future Hall of Famer, all-pro guy every single year at the right tackle spot. I do see where Sweat has been. We've been asking for it. And slowly but surely, Sweat has been coming along. You know what I mean? And I'm looking for more splash. And last week was a splash week for him. Could have completed. If he would have got Mason Rudolph down, could have had 3-sack game. So he's coming along. He's going to have to raise his game up. But guess what? Philadelphia Eagles teams like that are going to have a game plan for Sweat. They understand he's the one who's provided the most pass rush. So there's going to be some kind of answer for them to make his job hard. What are the other guys doing? That's going to be the key. Can the other guys win their battles, their one-on-one battles, against a pretty solid line? Eagles always keep a pretty solid offensive line. So this is going to be a game where we need other guys to start stepping up on that D-line. Give us some kind of element. We understand you guys are not elite pass rushers, but give us something. And also, we got to keep Jalen Hurts in the pocket. Here's another guy who could get out and run. And I think we've had our struggles with that as well. You think about Jackson Dart, a lot of design quarterback power runs. So how are we going to defend that? I think most importantly, with once again, none of our starter linebackers, even though those guys play really good, now they have to attend with Jalen Hurts and a Saquon Barkley, even though he's haven't been playing good. But any given moment, Saquon Barkley could explode for a 60-yard run, and not just one, but a couple.
Yeah, I wanted to attest to that because the injury report is out. TJ Edwards is out. Ryan Hippolyte's out. Dominic Robinson's out. Noah Sewell's out. Tyreek Stevenson is out, right? And then Gordon and Johnson were questionable. It looks like they're going to play today. So your entire linebacking core is out, and the guys that stepped up last week are going to have a tall task to take care of with a mobile quarterback and a power running and power / finesse runner in Saquon Barkley, who can rip open at any point. And then we did mention that Lane Johnson is on. They also have Miles Hinton out, another offensive tackle. So it is, again, for us, I think if we can get pressure up front, which we've been asking for all season long, 11 games we've been asking for, 12 weeks, can we get pressure on the quarterback so that way our guys in the secondary or our linebackers can take advantage of that? That's what we're asking for. It's going to be a tall tale with this upper echelon team.
Yeah, no, I agree. But I was going to ask you guys how you feel, because I feel the way that they're going to attack us today is in the short game. Right,
right.
Screens,
linebacker area.
Screens, hit the eat up them linebackers. Dallas Goedert, I think, is going to have a big game today for them. I think he's going to be one of their focal points in their offense today with the linebackers out. Although they did fairly well. Jackson did well, with the green dot, making the calls and everything like that. How do you guys feel? Do you think they're going to attack us short and then hopefully open up the deep passing game late, or what do you guys think?
I mean, I think that they're going to hit seam routes on us pretty much all game, and attack the linebackers and see what, third, fourth, fifth string linebackers can do. I think that's middle of the field is what's going to hurt us, if anything.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the middle of the field. That's where the game's going to be won or lost, is how can we contain their tight ends and how these little outs or ends. I'm sorry, little ends can be prevented for big gains, because you're going to see a lot of yak being able to be moved around.
So real quick, we got a special guest coming in live from the game.
Oh boy,
you guys know him. He's your favorite barber, Claudio the Barber. What's up, Claude? Can you hear me?
What's up, guys?
You got a mic?
I can hear you a little bit, but I got it. No, I can hear you. It's good. Look, I'm here.
That doesn't even fit you.
It's okay.
Buddy, it's hanging
It's
out.
all right, bro. Look at you.
Show him.
Fucking ass.
Claude.
Oh man.
They're already
Philly
heckling.
fans are rough, bro. Philly fans are rough.
I hear some chirping.
I'm in the Lions den here, dude.
The Claudio's double fisting already, getting heckled in the parking lot. Look at
Is it gay? About to beat your ass, though.
Get him, Claude. Get him.
Yo.
Just don't get beat up out there, all right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, man. These Philly fans are they're a little pissed. They just got beat by the Cowboys, and I don't think they're too confident, honestly. But there's not a lot of Bear fans here. I gotta say that there's not a lot of Bear fans.
Well, you got to hold it down, Claude.
I'm gonna hold it down.
You're doing a good job.
Listen, let me go because I can't really hear you guys. I'll see you guys at halftime.
All right, Claude.
All right, bye. Later.
Claudio the Barber
Oh
live
my
from the
God.
game, already going at it with the Philly fans.
He's like 2 feet into this parking lot. He's already going.
He's already going double fisting, going at it. That's awesome.
Oh my God.
I have a question for Big Steve right quick. So Steve, this week there was some stuff that came out on X, showing our draft room when we passed on Jalen Carter. How do you feel about everything where everybody's saying, oh my God, they passed on him and picked up a fourth? What did they do with it? They passed up on an all pro and an all-star line, defensive tackle. How do you feel about Darnell Wright as a consolation prize?
Well, at the time, of course, Jalen Carter was the guy who was supposed to go number 1 overall. Dropped, dropped all the way back to where we were in position to, make that decision to, take him a 9. And we obviously traded with the Eagles and fell back. We go back to that, obviously you see what he's done. He's been a model citizen and somewhat, he has some, a little small. I think that was with Dak Prescott, whatever, but like nothing major off the field.
Maybe some hip, if you would say.
Yeah, nothing major, nothing to be concerned of, like some of the stuff that he had when he was at Georgia. But you look at where the state of the Bears were. You talk about a lack of culture, lack of leadership. We weren't the landing place for him. You know what I mean? And he would have got here And I always say, I always make a joke. But he would have been down at O Block or something, kicking it. You know what I mean? Like not with the right people around. You know what I mean? Like you need that infrastructure. And you really, really do. Of guys who are veteran, we had none of that going. We had nothing going, and that was over 2 years ago. It was really poor. So you look at our team now and way they're built with Ben Johnson, the assistant coaches, some of the veterans they got in there. Yeah, of course, if we could do it again, and we with this organization, with this leadership that we have intact now, if we were in that same position, yeah, we take a Jalen Carter because we're ready for him. But the consolation prize, Darnell Wright, it's starting to show. It's starting to show up for us. Darnell, and I think Darnell's struggles was because he had a really bad offensive line coach. The talent was always there, but I just think he was really coached poorly because he had some really bad technique, some things you get away with when you're in college because you're that strong, you're that athletic, you could get away with. I know coming out, and I wasn't a first round guy, but I know there was a lot of rawness to my game, and I can just beat the shit out of people off of athleticism and pure strength. But it wasn't until I got with a Juan Castillo, a Harry Hested, where technically I started getting right. And I think when you look at Darnell Wright, what was the who was the coach? Ivan Marty. What was that damn old line coach that we used to get on pretty bad? Like he was terrible. Me and Phil. I forget the old line coach.
Morgan.
The guy who basically they kept over, Eberflus kept on his staff. He just stayed around forever. Like I've erased him from my memory like fucking Men in Black. So basically his name is irrelevant to me. But Coach Rozier, what he's been able to do, you could tell there's been some technical work. You got veterans, but they're all technically sound. And it took a little bit of time for the whole group to mesh, but you see the technique. I see it when I watch film on Darnell Wright, how he's more upright, his stance is set, his technique, where his hands are going, much better. That let me know that, okay, now he has an O-line coach, and now that's why he's playing Pro Bowl football.
Would you say that maybe possibly with Thuney next to him and some of these guys, like these all-pro veterans like Thuney, like maybe they're helping him as well with his
yeah, absolutely. You bring in, you just look at his twin, Jonah Jackson, right next to him, and I call him his twin. We started that this week. They look alike if you look at their face, Jonah Jackson and Darnell Wright. But you got Jonah Jackson, you got a better group together. That also helps. That's a big help. When you got a bunch of professionals, guys who play at a high level, especially Joe Thuney, he's bringing that leadership and that high quality, high performance level of play to that group. You get to see the workmanship every day. It was like me being there with Olin. You get to see the work every day. You see what he's putting into it every day. Then it's up to you to follow that, that motto. So I definitely think it's helped Darnell. I think it's helped the whole group, and it's definitely helped Caleb's game as well.
Steve, with Theo coming back, do you see at any point, either in this game or in the games in the future, if he struggles a bit, do you see them going to Trapillo after what he did last week?
Yeah. You definitely get that. That's how the game works. You know what I mean? It's a strange game. When you get your opportunity because somebody gets injured, you get the show. Obviously, that guy is coming back, who's had the position. And in some cases, if it's a longer stretch and the guy's playing really good, you sometimes don't even see the guy get his position back. But since it was one game, like, Trapillo looked really good. He really worked on his game. That whole project in training camp with him and left tackle didn't work, and it was pissing me off because now we have two right tackles. But he got his opportunity. He stepped up. He looked good. Yeah, and I could say I don't think they'll be so quick, but we've seen Theo get beat and exposed in some situations when it comes to pass pro, where Trapillo, Trapillo, he had some tough pass rushers and he really held his own. I really don't remember any of his guys that were rushing against him even sniffing the quarterback's ass. He was that good, but there's some things I still see in this game, but he's such a massive guy. Now, hey, he has a game where people can, now have a game plan for you. That's another equation, but getting back to the point, yeah, if there's some struggle, you've seen what Ozzie Trapillo can do, and you can go to him. Absolutely.
Yeah, I wanted to touch on just putting this all ball together. You look at, that whole issue with drafting Jalen Carter. Our administration was not a strong administration. We didn't have enough leadership on the field to be able to deal with something like that. We do that now, and that's the testament to that. We got CJ Garner. He's got a checkered past. What has he been since he's got here?
Great. I mean, just awesome.
Who was the first guy off the sideline to go protect Caleb?
Oh yeah, CJ.
Right. So that's what you need. And we've been talking about we need some dogs. We don't need choir boys on this team. We need a little bit of mixture of everything. And at the helm, you're gonna have Ben Johnson taking everybody, making sure that everyone's accountable. And you're already seeing what's going on with Caleb on his press conference. Right. He sounds exactly like the coach now.
Oh yeah, no, he's
because they're lockstep, right? They're there. So let's look at what's going to happen today on offense. Let's look at our players and who do we see to break out today. And we'll start out with Ivan.
I need my guy, Kyle Monungai. I need my guy, Kyle Monungai. That's what I need. I need them to use him as the feature today. Right, use him as the feature today. If you want to slow down that defensive line, that push from them, start hammering them in the middle. Start hammering them on the outside. Just run the football and work off the play. We say it every week.
We do say it every week
because this is the team that you have right now. Use the run to work off the pass. But again, it has to be Kyle Monungai for me today.
How many yards are you looking for?
I mean. It doesn't matter. I just need him to touch the rock. Like I would hope that he gets 75 plus, in a touchdown.
20 touches.
Yeah, I would want 20.
Minimum of 20 touches. I can't agree with you more there. JC, what are you looking at on offense?
You know what? I keep coming back to our passing game, and I keep looking at the fact of like DJ Moore just doesn't seem to be getting that involved. It's like 3 catches a game. Maybe 40 yards here and there. But, I really feel like, some of these guys that are having the dropsies right now, like DJ Moore needs to be more involved than 3 catches.
And well, you got to look at Ben Johnson's offense. He spreads that ball around. So that way he can't be predictable. And he is blocking on a lot of those plays where, whether it be a running play or if it's on the side. So he's involved.
I think there's there's just some play call. Like, and I agree with Jason. I think it comes down to play calling for me, like because you're giving DJ when you're going to him, it's usually like on a run or like a swing or like a wide receiver screen. And it's not necessarily always downfield. You know what I mean? So like I would like to see him
stretch the field
a little bit more as a true wide receiver instead of trying to use him as a decoy, a Debo Samuels, if you will. A gadget type of player.
Yeah. So you're looking for DJ more involved?
Yeah. Right. And one last thing I'll throw out there. Luther Burden being more involved. I liked OZ during training camp, but again, the dropsies, they're not working for me. So Luther Burden, I need you elevated to wide receiver 3 and taking on a bigger role now.
Yeah, for me, again, I think the running game, I want Monungai to be the feature back, but we'll see what the game plan is for Ben Johnson. He switches up every week. So running game, I need 150 yards from both running backs. And I need Colston Loveland to step up and get over 100
total
yards.
From both running backs?
Total from both.
Yeah. Total. Okay. Yeah. I was like, damn, they're going to run for 300 yards today?
That'd be great. That would be great.
That would be awesome.
Run over Philadelphia, right? Just right straight through them. But yeah, I want Cole Kmet and Colston Loveland to get involved. But I know Colston Loveland is your feature catching big play. He's your guy. He's your guy. And I get that. So that's what I want from there. Steve, what are you looking for on offense?
You said it right there, Luther Burden. As I'm trying to get my my parlay in here, as I'm building my parlay up, I got Luther Burden for a touchdown and 50 yards receiving. Okay. That's something I'm liking right now. So I need to see him get involved more. So what I'm looking for is those rookies again. I need to see those guys start having more effect in this game. I will go with the triplets. I'm going with Kyle Monungai. I'm going with Luther Burden, and I'm going with Kosa Loveland. I know I'm supposed to pick one person, but I'm looking for the triplets. I'm just going to group them together. I need the triplets because they're so important to this offense. Yeah, I need DJ. I'm with you. I need to see DJ get more. I've been saying that DJ needs. I think there's a niche in this offense for him to get going that will really make this offense explode. I think what you get out of Rome, but I think the most important pieces are obviously DJ getting going, but these triplets are going to be huge to success today on the road. Kosa Loveland continuing his ascending role as the number one tight end. And, quite frankly, I think he's on an ascending point to being one of these really good tight ends of the future. And Monangai getting more carries. We need him in this game where he's going to get those tough yards and run somebody over. And me and Ivan talked about in the show from a little point. I'm like, I think Swift is a little banged up too. So I think we're going to see more, not only because he's deserving, but I think because, from the whispers are that Swift is a little banged up. So look for more Kyle Monangai, and let's see Luther Burden. I need him. I got him for 50. I need you 50 touchdown now. That's who I got for offense.
That's your parlay? Just those two?
I don't know. I'm still building it, man. Ivan, why don't you send me something? God dang it.
I gotta do mine after the show.
On defense, JC, what are we looking for? Who are we looking to show up today?
You know what? I'm just looking to hope that Kyler Gordon and Jalen Johnson can come in and have an effect on the game right away. I'm hoping that there's no rust, with being out for 4 to 6 weeks for Jalen Johnson. And then, with Kyle Gordon, Stevenson is out. So he's got a role that he can step directly into. We'll see. I'm kind of interested how we're going to roll with Byard, Brisker, CJ Gardner-Johnson, and all these guys coming back.
Nation, right? You're just gonna have to rotate these guys in it. Well, that's a good problem to have. If you have fresh guys out there and they're all ball hawks, that's gonna be a good thing. And that should help out the middle of the field because they're going to be so active and they're ball hawks. So
but do you turn Brisker into almost like a small linebacker?
You could. I mean, you definitely could. It'll be interesting to see how Dennis Allen.
Dennis Allen's going to come up with something because he knows he's going to need help with the linebacker.
He's been doing a solid job all year. I mean, scheming out wise, he doesn't have the personnel, and like the defense isn't. They're not necessarily world beaters, but what he's been doing scheme wise to help out, with the deficiencies and lack of pass rush, I think he's been doing a great job. But but for defense, I think this is CJ Gardner-Johnson's game.
Ooh.
I think he's going to have a big impact today. Playing for a former team or playing against his former team. I'm looking for CJ I'm looking for him with a sack and a pick. How about that?
Whoa, that's a big game. I'm looking for Nahshon Wright to continue having a phenomenal season as he stepped in at cornerback. We also have Josh Blackwell back there, but for me, Nahshon Wright, he's been a ball hawk. Everything that's in his area, he's over there, intercepting, playing, he's knocking balls out. So for me, that's got to be the guy. And I would love to see the defensive line get to the quarterback for once. Let's hope and pray on that one.
Don't we all?
Big Steve, who do you got on defense?
You just took my guy. Nahshon has to get it. I mean, the incredible run that he's been on, able to find now even more so with Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon coming back. I think his game can definitely elevate now. I think there's more opportunity for him to get. I mean, he was in line to get another interception if Brisker didn't knock the ball down. He's just playing with a whole lot of confidence, and he's playing with something on his heart, a chip on his shoulder, but definitely on his heart. When you play with something in your heart and the motivation, man, you play above and beyond, and the guy is definitely doing that. So I'm going to get on his roller coaster, his ascension, as I say, because the roller coaster is up and down, his ascension of what he's been doing this year. And if I'm looking for anybody, let's go Austin Booker, man. You got a high motor. You've been getting there. We need you with a mobile quarterback who likes to move around. This is when Austin Booker can steal him a couple sacks. This is when if Swift is ever to push push Jalen Hurts to the other side. This is when Austin Booker. So I'm going with Nashawn Wright. I'm going Austin Booker. Making big plays today.
Awesome. So the offense and defense is taken care of. Now we got to take care of our score predictions and who's going to win the game. Let's start with JC.
Of course. I was sitting here like, oh man, I'm gonna have a second to think here, and then I was like, nope, yeah, we're gonna start you first. Oh man, you know what? I'm gonna go a little bit low scoring on this. I'm gonna go like 20-17 Bears.
20-17 Bears. I am gonna go 34-28 Eagles.
Okay. I already picked mine on Wednesday. It was 23-17 Bears. So
Okay. Steve.
Yeah, I can't change though, and this is a good time for me to plug that I'm doing a weekly segment for Fox Sports with we don't have a time. It's kind of like we record it and then we'll put it. It's on the internet. It'll be on YouTube and X. So I'll be posting it and putting out alerts when that segment drops. It is available on
we'll post it on there.
On YouTube right now, Chicago's Fox Sports. But I made my prediction then. I wasn't quite ready mentally, but they put me on the spot. So I went high scoring. I went Bears 28, Eagles 24. So kind of like these low scores that you guys are coming up with. As you guys are saying, I'm like, ooh, I like those scores a little bit better, a little more, tough game, NFC, defensive struggle, but a little bit of points put on the board. But I got to stay with my prediction from earlier this week, 28-24, Bears win.
All right. Well, I'm not like I want to pick against the Bears. I just feel that.
All right. Why do you hate us? Why do you hate us?
I don't hate you guys. All right. Anything else?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think it's just a low scoring game because, again, Saquon, I don't know what is going on with Saquon this year, but his average is horrible. I mean, he's under 3 yards a carry for 5 of the last 6 games. I mean, let's
hope we can keep him there. That's the biggest thing.
That's my hope is that you could keep him there. But biggest thing is slow down Saquon and as out on the edges, just make sure you contain and you don't let Jalen Hurts get outside and hurt you like that. But yeah, I would like to see them continue to stifle Saquon today. That would be a huge help, in winning this game.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that'll be for the pregame show. We'll be back here for halftime. We are at Casa Humilde. Come have a beer with us, smash burger, buy us a shot, whatever you need to do. But come on here. It's cold outside, but warm in here with these Bears fans. Again, we'll be here for halftime. And Ivan, the TTNL.
Yeah, TTNL. Halftime on the Patreon side. Make sure you go check it out. Phil and Shayne. And then, of course, BHL right after the game.
All right, so we'll be back at halftime.
Later.
Later.